this one right here. You got 3E. You got the E3, 3x3, 3x3 life story 2. You got this whole life story 2 coming into it. And you got what the 3x3, coming into it, especially E by 1, and him coming into his whole thing. But now you got the story coming into it, so that makes it more, vicious and stuff like that, with this whole thing. But you just got the story 2 coming into it, especially with 3x3s and the E1s. They have a real thing coming into it, real change and thing to it. And then you got the story. So I'm guessing, it's some type of story, behind this whole letter. It's like a letter written behind the whole compliments. Like, you got your whole compliments and stuff like that. But you got story 2 with the 3x3, 3x3, and their whole thing coming into it. Like, you got the whole just Marshuris's.
Free touch free. AFG. Life's not a game like snakes and ladders. I beheaded the snakes and I climbed them ladders. Came back and I laughed these facts. Now these E1 just swing me a badders. How dare you tell me ride out when you haven't even stepped at yourself and banged it.
I tweak or mix this, It sounds cold.
Life's not a game like snakes and ladders. I beheaded the snakes and I climbed them ladders. Kick back and I laugh at these fags. Nowadays E1 just swing me a badders. How dare you tell me ride out when you haven't even stepped at yourself and banged it. When I got back.
Ooh, how dare they tell me to step out when they ain't really stepped out. When they ain't really stepped out and they really did their part. Like, they ain't did that part. And then, the rewind too. The rewind of everything. Like, you got it just retating, like, off of everything he did, going back to his old style, his whole lifestyle, bringing everything back, and just those plugs in, those everything's like, just bringing those happinesses, those, just those reroutes where you can just bring everything back and those flawless comebacks.
I don't wanna know if I planned it. I heard E1's really good at the ad-libs. I heard E1 was the one who stabbed it. God damn it. They keep talking my name like one bitch from Camden. Guess what? E1's back on the landing. The guys telling me I'm outstanding. They heard me on the radio last night spazzing.
E1, this one's taken off, Not Guilty, the project that dropped last week.
Some things are gone, but really it's a splash. I already got 2, I'm trying to bag me a hat-trick. Them body went number 1, I came home to elastics. I give it to Max, cause I know he can manage. The other one shit, I had to give him a sacking. In schools, it's so-called savage, the roles go reverse, now who's moving dramatic, I'm not.
Ooh, in school, we were so-called, they were so-called savages. The whole thing, it's like another thing, he's bringing back, all those times where he didn't did his, he didn't did his parts, his times, he didn't did his ladders, his confident respect, all that, his credit, what credit is due, you got to get the credit was due, because, a lot of these guys, they really did, most of the stuff that a lot of people didn't do, like on a mistaken part, a eviction part, these guys did all type of, evictions and dictions.
Being funny is 2022, stop talking about guns that you don't even brandish. I bucked a real nigga that's toxic, we're having conversations about me dropping. He told me, watch for the hate, you'll clock it. TikTok, I guess talk about drop lip. Every day E1 is the topic, they all act the same when they see me in public. Fuck it, just fuck it, put him on the table with all the loose women that gossip. I had guys dropping in my DMs, but they're not on the block from AM to PM. Added to grrrr, when I see him, I see him. Is it an Audi, is it a BM? She giving it up, what a naughty BM.
This one's naughty still.
She always wanted a GM. Bros, I stick to the story rapping. They won't tell you how it actually happened. Life support, they were clearly capping. One finger by my ops, they enthusiastic. E1 never had no tactics. Teachers at school used to call me a spaz. The shoes pay well, do the mathematics. Your MCM still boasts about trapping. They got tired of a lot. Why'd you think they started hiding the wounds? We used to kick ball, go ask what I'm on. He used to go through legs, now it goes through top. My pen's like the wand in Wizard of Oz. She said I'm too much, stop stirring the pot. He's not in my picture, that shit got cropped. Call me a op, don't call me a fop. Back then, they didn't want to know.
Ooh, he said crop me a op, then I crop me a crop. Ooh, you didn't came in with the whole thing. Like he said, he didn't like put it into his own, be calm, fellaless thing. He said crop me a crop, then I catch me a op. Like, ooh, you got that crop, and then you got that, that other pack. Like, he didn't put a pack. He didn't turn the thing to a whole pack. Like, he would just switch that thing around like in another boss did.
I guess things have changed, now they're asking a lot. DS came back like E1, you're hot. They saying you're grooming, tell them I'm not. It is what it is, it was what it was. I did what I did and I got what I got. She asked E1 how you bust that door. Same way that I pull out and bust man, nah. Life's not a game like snakes and ladders. I beheaded the snakes and I climbed them ladders. Kick back and I laugh at these fags nowadays. E1 just swing me and badders. How dare you tell me ride out when you haven't even stepped out yourself and banged it. I heard E1's really good at their ad-libs. I heard E1 was the one who stabbed it. Life's not a game like snakes and ladders. I beheaded the snakes and I climbed them ladders. Kick back and I laugh at these fags nowadays. E1 just swing me and badders. How dare you tell me ride out when you haven't even stepped out yourself and banged it. I heard E1's really good at their ad-libs. I heard E1 was the one who stabbed it. The one who stabbed it. The one who stabbed it. The one who stabbed it.
Yo, free love, what the hell, man?
Way mad.
Hey, with this whole thing though coming into it though, you got 3x3, 3x3, Pac-Man TV. You know, shout out to Pac-Man TV because, you know, they're the main exclusive ones, you know, putting all this stuff. And they got the whole thing just coming in, you know, balancing in. But you got the life story too. Like, it seems so crazy, you know, because he was telling his side of the story, what happened. Like, someone got dropped, you know, and, you know, it all began from, you know, some altercation, you know, and it didn't stop. Like, they was trying to really do like put him on the little bean on and stuff like that. But you know, you got this whole story coming into it. Like, it's just so Frenchy the way it just started and the way it just, you know, ended, the way it just ended in part of it. But you got 3x3 and this whole thing just coming in like it's like another Invincible thing coming into it, you know. But you got the life story too coming into it. But most definitely, you know, this was like a Eric one. But don't forget to like, comment, and, you know, all that other rocket